that some of y'all just need to date your homeboy and leave the rest of us alone. Like, you're not gonna convince me, period, that there are not dudes out there in love with their homeboy. There are some dudes out there that I promise you, not even closeted, do not think they're gay, but they are in love with their homeboy and they might not even realize it.
Women say some off the wall stuff and I'd be clutching my pearls because I thought my boys was nasty. My homegirls is even nastier.
This is an Unsolicited Perspectives YouTube exclusive.
Jay, you sent me a video on Instagram. It was earlier today. I've completely changed around the rundown and decided that we was going to talk about this because me and you disagree on this particular topic. So you sent me a video about two men that were basically the headline was something like, when I get the lick, he get the lick. Talking
It was
about
like point of view. It was two guys. It's like a wide shot. They're at a gas station and they're in very expensive cars and they're like sitting on the cars and chopping it up and having a good time, right? And the caption is like POV. I have that one homie that when I get rich, he can have whatever. That's what it says. Yes.
And you said your response to that was
that some of y'all just need to date your homeboy and leave the rest of us alone. Like it, and I'm sorry, but you're not going to convince me, period, that there are not dudes out there in love with their homeboy.
Okay, I'm not disputing there are closeted men out there. That would be a terrible dispute. So no, I'm not disputing that there are closeted men out there. But the fact that you automatically put it on, like if I get on, for instance, for me, if I get a lick, ladies and gentlemen, is coming to a lot of money. If I get a lick,
or a robbery is also what a lick is.
Yeah. In this context, I'm talking about a lot of money, which could have been from a robbery, but won't because I'm not going to jail. But if I get a windfall, everybody around me that's close to me, my close people, get a windfall. That would mean my immediate family, mom, dad, you, and our brother, go get some cheddar. Then I've got three close friends and one friend that was really, really close, but I still love him. And even though we're not as close as we used to be, if he ever needed me, I'd be right there for him, right? So it's four people, one female, three dudes. They go get some bread.
Yeah, that's not what the post said.
The post said one particular person, but maybe they only have one person that they real close to, and that's their homeboy.
And that is the person that they're in love with.
I don't think
the post said that if this person gets on, they have that one homie.
Right, the one homie
that can have whatever.
Yeah, the one homie.
It's not like if I get on, the whole crew get on. Like if I'm winning, we all winning. That's not what it said. It says one homie that can have whatever.
Right.
Immediately what I thought in my head was T.I.'s, you can have whatever you like. That was like, and it's like you taking this one homie shopping, y'all getting matching Benzes. Like, come on, like. There are some dudes out there that I promise you, not even closeted, do not think they're gay, but they are in love with their homeboy and they might not even realize it.
Okay, saying in love is really that you're being. Let's stop being semantic. Okay, let's be real. Stop saying in love. Say they love, and there's different variations of love. I have love for my friends. I got love for my family. I have love. No,
romantically. That is what I'm saying. I'm saying in love. If it was me, and I got on somehow. I don't know, right?
You say you don't know.
I don't know. There's a myriad of ways that I could blow up. We don't know.
We don't know.
Will I be famous or infamous? Who knows? Nobody knows.
Both.
Probably.
Yeah.
Be famous for being infamous. But like, knowing me. But like, obviously, yes, I'm going to take care of my family and my friends. I don't have one homegirls, and I'm like, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you like. Like, that's not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Your absolute best friend could literally have whatever they want if you got
No,
on.
I would probably invest in something. I would set up trust funds for the kids' colleges. Like, I would.
But if
do
they
things
came
like
to
that.
you for certain things, you would give it to them.
Yeah,
if,
but
if
I'm not broadcasting that. Like, I'm not creating a whole post.
Okay,
to
so
be
now,
like, hey, you
all
can.
right. So now we're
have
talking
whatever
about.
you want.
So now we're talking about different things. You are saying, yeah, I would absolutely do that. I just wouldn't broadcast it. And
No,
maybe some people.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't be exclusive to that one person.
They're not saying that they wouldn't put everybody on. What they're saying is there's only one person that can have whatever they want.
Yeah, the love of their life.
No, okay, maybe, but to go to that automatic assumption is
I
ridiculous.
just went by how the post was worded.
No.
I read the post and I said, "Oh, you're in love with this person."
That doesn't mean that
you're in love with. That y'all are sitting out at night at a gas station.
They're filling up their cars.
Together, going for a joint gas fill up.
No, maybe that's not. Maybe they was on their way to the club.
Yeah, to spend time together, to spend quality time.
That's what you do with your friends. That's what you do with your friends.
And that's also what you do for your soulmate.
All right. Let me tell you why I just absolutely disagree with it. I remember that me and my two boys that I've known for like 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
One of our fathers used to call us the three hard legs because every single weekend we were together. But we were together to have fun and to go out on the hunt. Love those dudes. Yeah. Love them. We weren't in love with each other. But if anyone had it, in other words, if anybody got on, there wouldn't have been too much that they couldn't have asked me for that I wouldn't have given for them.
Yeah, but it ain't. That's your two homeboys. We're not talking about no throuple. We're talking about a couple.
But if one of the friends was gone, and it was only two of the three, it would have been the same dynamic. So that just meant it would have been one person getting on as opposed to another. See, we're arguing about two different things.
Here's the problem. No, here's why we're arguing.
Okay.
Because this is the reason why we argue, period. Is because you take everything I say and you apply it to yourself.
No, I'm not applying it to myself.
For you, this is what you've been doing this whole time.
No, I'm not applying it to myself.
For you, then it's not true.
No, I'm not applying it to myself.
You just said.
I just came
on boys.
No. Well, I'm giving you multiple analogies, right? I'm giving you multiple analogies. The fact that I'm giving you analogies about yourself. So I'm not making it about me. I'm making it about how you can't say that this one situation clear and in effect, oh, they in love with each other. That's ridiculous.
Well, all I said, I didn't say that those two particular men are in love with each other. What I said was, some of y'all need to admit that you're in love with your homeboy. Oh, and y'all just need to date and leave the rest of us alone. Because the thing of it is like, you love this man. And so every other person that you date, you terrorize because you really want to be with this other person and you can't. And you might not even know it consciously. But a lot of y'all need to start thinking about this. And I just wish, there wasn't the stigma, because a lot of female best friends end up getting together. It ain't rare. Okay. So I just wish there wasn't this stigma among men about
being gay.
About intimacy between men.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, but y'all will say everything up to y'all will do a dime so you won't snitch on your homie.
No, I won't.
The loyalty there is incomparable to anything else. I mean, you trust this dude like this. A lot of y'all are soulmates, and it don't even have to be a romantic thing, but a lot of y'all are soulmates. And it's okay to say that.
Okay, so you're making a lot of valid points, and I'll attack them one by one. Let's attack the last one.
Let's just rewind that. You're making a lot of valid points. I'm going to attack them one by one.
No, I'm not, attack was not the right word. Address them. I'm going to address them one by one. Let's start with the latter first. Okay. And the latter was, actually, I forgot what the latter was because we was talking about
that'd be dudes that are soulmates. It don't even have to be romantic. Y'all could just be that.
That's not possible because men don't talk about anything. Everything is surface level. Nothing ever really gets that deep. Don't talk about emotions or anything.
I have seen male friendships that like, just my brother, just like y'all.
But they don't talk about nothing.
Love each other.
Yeah, but they don't talk about nothing. It's surface level because men don't talk about their feelings. So that's the reason why I'm saying you can't have a soulmate if you don't talk about your feelings.
Again, that's why I'm saying this is a lot of. I just want to say y'all need to admit it and just start talking about it.
But you're talking about two different things. Now, are there some closeted men out there that might be in love with their homeboy? Yes. Is there some weird loyalty between men that is the quote unquote bro code? Yeah. Yes, it is. Also, there is a emotional insecurity, emotional lack of intelligence to understand that just as you can have fun with your homeboys, you can have fun with women as well. Like women are fun. Like I got all of my homegirls are hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Like
women are great.
Yeah. Like I kick it with my homegirls and I'm like, this is just like, and also women are actually raunchier than men. Women say some off the wall stuff. Women say some off the wall stuff and I'd be clutching my pearls because I thought my boys was nasty. My homegirls is even nastier. And so
listen closely to our brunch conversations.
Right. So I'd be kicking it with my homegirls and I'd be like, it's like kicking it with dudes. It's the same thing. The problem is most dudes just sexualize women and don't realize, this woman has actually got a dope personality. Matter of fact, their personality is doper than your homeboy because your homeboy ain't talking about nothing but jokes. She got jokes over here and you can actually have an intellectual conversation, not a conversation about who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron, or if she got a BBL or not, like actually intellectual and emotionally intellectual conversations. So there's 1,000,001 reasons why guys have this connection with other guys that they don't have with women. Yes, there are some closeted men out there, but no, not every time a man is close to another man, does that mean he's closeted? Sometimes
I didn't say every time. I just said
the implication.
This is again an instance where you like to read more into what I said than what I actually said.
Maybe.
And I have to go back and read it to you verbatim because you already heard in your mind what you wanted to hear.
I didn't say wanted to hear anything.
I didn't say every time. I didn't say those two particular men. I'm saying
you generalized. You did generalize though.
I said they
dudes just need to date
to admit that they want to date their homeboy. Yeah,
that's a real general statement.
Yeah, it was meant to be. Here's the thing. What I'm talking about is like opening up a broader conversation about intimacy between men. And I think when you have the position that, men don't talk about anything, we don't talk about our feelings, we're not emotionally mature, I think it sells men short and it continues to put you in a box where you can't grow and you can't love fully, including if that person happens to be your homeboy. But a lot of guys will never even know that they have these feelings because they'll never deeply interrogate their emotions.
Well, they don't know how.
Right.
You weren't taught to do that.
Right. So I'm saying, let's all start talking about it.
And I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah. I'm
just saying that statement was real.
I'm not saying all. I just said some of them need to admit they're in love with their homeboy.
And I don't disagree with that. Some of them absolutely are. Relationships be a little too codependent. Be real codependent.
Yes.
Where
it's like that's twin right there. That's twin. Love you, twin. Like, and y'all always together. If I don't see him, then I don't see you. Like, y'all always together. It's like, come on now. You spent y'all on the phone together. You riding together. Like, what? Y'all have a great relationship. And you've had one for years, a sustained longer than any of your romantic relationships. This relationship.
But in that friendship.
Okay. I don't know. It's kind of close. It's close.
Look, I firmly admit that you have some very valid points, and you're absolutely right. Some of these men men in general need to become more emotionally intelligent. Yeah. We as men need to work on that. I've been working on that, but I still got a whole lot of work to do. And I'm also still closed off. As much ish I'll be talking on here, I'm still really closed off. Things need to be addressed in our community. However, I just take offense to the fact that men can have close relationships and then not be deemed as something more.
I didn't say that either. I just said
you implied. It was an implication. It was the implication.
All I said was some dudes need to acknowledge that they want to date their own boy.
Yeah, that is true. Some of y'all out there.
I don't consider being gay or just not even being gay. You could just be pansexual and bisexual. I don't know. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not that's not a character flaw.
Of course
right?
not. You are who you are.
You are who you are. Like, and so I don't know. Like, I just feel like I would love to have a couple that was once just homeboys and then realized they were in love.
Yo, do you have a story like that out there in America? Please, hey, hit us up. Let us know, because we would love to have you on the show just to talk about that evolution from homeboys to lovers and friends.
Yeah.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.